Times changing, man, and life can be so demanding. Don't mean no harm, I'm just trying to get an understanding. Cause that bogus shit ain't in me, man. Stand for something to fall for anything. And they say life is what you make it about. Come from a city most of the people don't make it about. Ain't make a difference in this world, I know we smart enough. So if we wanna make a change, it have to start with us.
Alright, so we're back today with another behind the scenes for HighKlassTV. If you don't know the man in front of the camera, it's the one, the only, the GOAT, KB Brown, right out of the city. So we go through this few questions, find out a little bit about the man behind the music, talk a little music, talk a little bit about life. So how you doing, KB? How you doing today?
Man, I'm doing great, man. Great day in the neighborhood.
Hey, bro, we like to hear that. So, and go ahead and introduce yourself. Let people know who you are, what part of the city you're from.
Man, you know what I'm saying? I'm, GOAT talk, man. You know what I'm saying? Nah, just playing. KB Brown, you know what I'm saying? Local recording artist. I've been in music about 3 years now. I'm from the south side of Chattanooga, but I represent Chattanooga as a whole. So,
One unit. We like that.
We're gonna bring it together, make something special.
Right. Just 3 years?
Like serious, like it's been more, almost close to 3 years, but I've been in music since I was like 7.
Okay.
Like back in the day, my stepdaddy, he was a road manager of a local record company, Silver Hawk Records.
Okay.
And I used to just follow him around, and over a few months, year, I just fell in love with the whole process. And I've been there ever since.
So that's you got to one of my questions ahead of time, but I appreciate it because we're gonna go back and touch on that.
Yeah.
So how did the name KB Brown come from? Because I know your Twitter handle, Instagram handle is slightly different.
Right. KB Brown is basically a name that I was given when I was in the 9th grade, what KB was. And so I switched my name to KB. But then once people got to typing it in, it's some dark-skinned dude with glasses. He was an R&B singer. So I was like, man, I got to put something else with it. And it was between Prince and Brown. But at the same time, I was kind of transitioning, getting older, and I just wanted to call myself King. So I just put my last name. And KB is basically short for my government, Kelvin. So all that it all blends in together. But the spelling, do not spell my name KB, just KB. I curse you. Like, yeah, don't do that. You have to spell it KAYB. Like, that's me. Like, when you see KAYB Brown, you know who that is. Like, you know that's me.
Okay, so I respect that because you hear KB and you initially think just the letters.
just KB. I can't stand that. Like, if somebody send me a flyer and just had KB on it, nah, you gotta go back and fix that, buddy.
Instantly done.
You gotta go back and fix that, buddy.
They're
just being lazy. Just being lazy at that point.
That mean they do their research because it ain't hard to find your name on everything.
KAYB Brown.
So I actually did my little research and reading your bio on the website.
Right.
Your start to music seemed to be about like all around Southern artists.
Mm-hmm.
So are they still big influences in your music career now as they were when you got started in music or when you really started listening to music?
Let's see. Like my influences was I think it was Tip, Boosie, Jeezy. I think they had more of an impact on me like early on, See, those rappers now, they kind of evolve into more on the conscious side. So it kind of go hand in hand. So as they evolve, and I'm evolving too. So I guess I can say it just all go hand in hand.
So you would say they still
I mean,
the music that you make now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So with them being influences, like, what was that defining moment when you just knew you wanted to do music full time? Like, this is what my dream is. This is what my passion is. I want to pursue this.
Man, it was kind of, I say it was two events. First one, okay, I just had to give you a quick backstory. So I've been doing music since I was basically 7. But I did it on and off. I didn't take it serious, but I always rap with like my best friend, Javario, JV. And
Rest in peace, bro.
And yeah, long live the Reaper. And he got killed at the end of 2015. And like right before he died, we was talking about like coming back together, like rapping and taking it to the next level. And before then, I haven't rapped in like 5 years. Like, just, I haven't rapped at all. So I was just like, man, I'm going to come back for you. Like, I'm going to do this with you and only you. Like, this going to be me and you. And then this was like, I say like September, October. And he died like that December. And I was like, damn.
Right.
And it was just, I was just like, man, we already done had this plan in place. I might as well just gonna continue it, like in his name. So I got the whole treatment of the understanding thing. We came out with the video, but it wasn't until I saw the reaction of the people to telling me like, hey man, this is what you need to do. Like, you need to focus on rap. You need to do this and do that.
Right.
So after so many people tell you, you're like, damn, maybe I do need to take this shit serious.
Right, because maybe it is that talent. And I really got what they need. Yeah,
because like, man, I had lost all faith like in rapping. Like, I was like, man, this shit ain't for me. I mean, shit, ain't nobody really here made it big. I was just like, forget it.
Yeah.
But then them people just started getting that feedback. I was like, man, yeah, I got to do it. It's bigger than me. So, yeah.
So now that with that event happening and you starting to really take music seriously, like, how does it feel pursuing that dream as a full-time and at a successful rate? Because like you said, it's not, there's been artists, we got Usher. I mean, even though, he co-signed Atlanta for the longest, he's now done regressed as he's gotten older, and he's starting to rep Chattanooga. He's starting to say, that's my home, blah, blah, blah. But at a successful rate, because when I tell you, when I sat down and started researching KB, I found page after page after page of just information about KB Brown, and all you got to do is Google it. It ain't like you got to look hard.
No.
So in my book, that's successful because you can put some local artists from the city and hit Google and you won't see it. But maybe their Facebook page or Instagram page. So how does that feel being that you're pursuing that your musical career with a successful rate? It's actually picking up and going.
Right. Man, it's one of the best feelings. Like, I still think it's surreal. Like, the people that actually gravitate to the music and just be like, man, like, you talented. I think you can go somewhere. And for me, for other people outside the city, like, to pick up on the music, it just let me know that my effort's not going in vain and it's not going unnoticed.
It's actually hitting people at home.
Yeah, and it's like, I'm like, man, if I can do that, and if I keep doing it, I can gain fans from this. Like, this can be my way into the industry.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's the beautiful thing about your music for me. It's not only is it up-tempo, you can bob to it, but it's got a message behind it.
Right.
And it's relatable.
Right.
That's been the essence of hip-hop since the beginning, is no matter what your struggle is, you can find an artist that you can relate to, and you end up connecting to them through the music. Because music is universal, bro. I don't care if you don't speak English. You can go to a foreign country and they gonna speak they gonna rap a rap song in English, but they couldn't hold a conversation with you in
Right.
English.
Right.
It's crazy.
Music is the way to the soul.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we talked about pursuing music with a success rate, at a successful rate. But what other passions do you have besides music? Like, what else in life are you passionate about?
Man, I'm passionate about family and the community. Like, I just love helping, like, people, like kids, older people, just everybody I can. Like the community. Like, I wouldn't necessarily say if I wasn't rapping, I think I'd be more into the community. Like, that's how deep I have a passion for helping people and helping them reach their goals. But I think by me rapping, it kind of helped them more because I'm putting it in a form of music, which everybody listens to music.
Yeah.
So I'm just making it relatable to a situation. So it just all work together. But yeah, the community and family, that's what I'm most passionate about. But other than that, I really don't do nothing else besides rap.
So, like, when you say community, how since you found the level of success, because I say you're a success story out of the city.
Mm-hmm.
How's the South Side embraced you more? Because I mean, you are.
Yeah.
I grew up out at Allen Park for a little bit. I grew up on Fagan, across from the Boys Club. You know what I mean? Back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And when you part of the South, you part of the South for life.
Just for life. For life.
But with your success, when you go back out South and you see some of the people you grew up with, or some of the people that may have been there when you was a kid, how do they treat you now?
Man, I feel like a superstar going out their way. Like, oh man, we see you on this, we see you on that, man. Keep grinding, man. Keep doing your thing, man. It's just like, man, those people like who know they know what I come from and seen what I went through and seen what I'm trying to get and see where I'm at.
Right.
So it's just, I mean, of course you get the ones who don't really say much because I bet you they trying to do the same thing that you doing.
Right.
And they feel like you don't deserve what you got. But for the most part, I say for 95% of the time, it's all love.
Right, that's what it's about, right there. Because,
yeah.
like we was talking about music being relatable, you know, when they can see your growth, when they know you from your roots,
right,
they living vicariously through you. You know what I mean? They like, man, I used to run with KB when he was a kid, bro. I know what we went through.
Man, you get all kind of cousins. Yeah. Like, man, it's my cousin, man. Oh, man.
Hey, you know, that's classic, bro. Don't win the lottery. You going to have a whole new family line the tree, and you going to know nothing about them. Dang, bro. So, like, when I lived out South, bro, like, I remember walking from Fagan to the Bricks in Allen Park with, I mean, Lil Looney, Alpo, Delwood News. Them the homies that I grew up with outside McGay, bro. We called him Cat Eyes. Cause that cat dude, his eyes was lighter than mine, and he was lighter than me, light skinned. But
the devil.
Yeah, bro, that's some scary shit. But that mentality, I told this story not too long ago. I grew up in Chat, and I lived all over Chat growing up as a kid. I ended up going to Allen Park, starting 6th grade at Allen Park Middle. And then in the middle of the school year, Mom moved us to back in the Brainerd, and I went to Delwood. Made the Delwood basketball team. And the first game of the season, guess where we was at? We was at AP, baby. And when I say they towed a bus up, because they lost, Allen Park lost, we won. They lost the game. So the police had to rush us out of the gym. And when we got outside, they towed a bus, busted windows, flat tires. They had to send a whole nother bus to come get the middle school team.
That shit treacherous.
Bro, it was crazy, bro. But that's just the loyalty that runs out South. You know, they really live, die by that.
Yeah. They stick by that. It's like if it's in your DNA, it's in your DNA.
And I don't care what part of the city you move to, you can tell somebody from the South. They just move a little different.
Yeah.
And bruh, I respect everybody I ever met from the South, because I ain't met nobody out there that was just a pushover. Like, they was always out grinding, hustling, trying to get it.
You had to be, man, because if not, shit, man, you want to survive.
Yeah, bruh. Just life. Yeah, man, you gonna take me down memory lane thinking about walking through them bricks, man. I remember one time, bruh, I seen a cat get his eyeball knocked out. Like
a whole eyeball?
A whole eyeball pop out.
Right.
Yeah. Got hit in the head with a leg off a table that was sitting out in the bricks. Got hit in the back of the head. As a kid, I'm like, oh
shit.
Let me get back to the house. I ain't seen nothing. Yeah, crazy life, bro.
Damn.
So we touched on it earlier, and I just thought we was gonna bring it back. The driving force behind the song and the visual for Understanding.
Mm-hmm.
We kind of said, it was the passing of JV, or the Reaper.
Mm-hmm.
But when you sat down to put that treatment together without him there with you, what was your emotions like trying to put that together?
Well, actually, I made the song Understanding before JV died. And actually, JV actually heard the song before he died.
Oh, wow.
It was one of those things. I recorded a song, but I didn't take it serious. I was just doing it just off emotion. Like, I was just wanting to put something together. And I let him hear it, and I let my stepfather hear it. So he loved the song. And he was like, man, you gotta put it out. But I was like, man, I really don't take music serious like that. So when he passed, my stepfather, I was like, man, I gotta make something for JV. And he was like, man, yeah, you ain't no point even making something. You already got something in the stash. I was like, what?
Yeah.
To my man, that Understanding song. I was like, man, I don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah, that's how they usually pop, bro.
I'm like, man, but yeah, JV actually heard the song, and Understanding. I basically I wrote that song, I think, when Donald Trump first announced that he was running for president. Wow. It was sometime in 2015. I can't remember exactly when, but I wrote it around that time. It was just, I was kind of frustrated with everything I was seeing on the TV. I really didn't want Understanding. So I was just like, man, I'm just going to make a song about it. But I wasn't planning on putting it out.
Right. Just get the emotions off your chest.
I just wanted to get the emotions off my chest. And then that's how that came about. But I actually played it for JV first. He was like, shit, man, you might well going to put that out. But not knowing he'll be the reason why I put the song out. Right. It's just crazy how they.
And what's crazy is how it was related. Like, even after what happened and what went down and how Reaper passed,
it's just like, man, it all
culminated together.
It all blended together.
Wow.
It's like I put the song out the night. Nah, I put the song out the very next day after he was buried. He was buried December 26, 2015. I dropped the song December 27, 2015. I just uploaded on SoundCloud. Then it just started getting a good response. But at the same time, I'm just like, man, I don't want to pursue music like that, because I just feel like,
yeah, my partner gone.
Yeah, I'm just like, it ain't for me to do. I'm just doing it for him. But then Keith Ward, he hit me up. He was like, bro, you need a visual for it. I'm like, I don't need no damn visual. I don't even take this shit serious like that for me to even
be investing no money.
To be even investing money like that. But I was just like, shit, fuck it, I might as well.
Yeah.
So shit, we was out there the next week shooting.
Hey.
It was a 2-day shoot. And I'm talking about, man, I had family, everybody that came out and supported me like that day. We blocked out the whole street. We was chilling.
See, that's how you know how crazy that is, bro. Because, like, you didn't expect it to go. You didn't expect it to pop. You really weren't pursuing it. But it caught its own buzz. Right. It became its own monster. You had no choice but to jump on it.
I was just like, man, I got to. I was like, it's to the point now I can't turn back. Especially when you got people from, like, other cities. They like, man, we support you all the way from Texas. Put you all the way from New York. I'm like, damn, this shit right here crazy.
Where I can understand it, like I said, it became its own monster. You just had to grab the wave.
Right.
But something else I found out is, or I researched and picked up. DJ DeWitt.
Right.
He's your DJ. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But he from Memphis.
Right.
Memphis and Chattanooga got a long history of not really getting along.
Yeah, man.
So how did that relationship foster? How did you and DJ DeWitt link up to actually make that connection?
Man, basically, the first of probably the end of 2016, the organization Hip Hop Cha came together, and I had my first show like the 1st of January, like that first week, and then that's when I met DeWitt and the other guys like Sammy and I don't know. I don't even want to get into the name. I can't even think of it right now. I don't even want to miss nobody. John and just the whole crew, Mike Kennewa, everybody, and C Grimy, and basically that was the start of hip hop cha. So basically, as the time went on, we just started doing events together, and he was like, man, we might as well just gonna make it official, and you be my official DJ, you be the rapper. I was like, oh shit, okay. It's cool, let's run it.
Yeah,
so it go hand in hand, and then by him being from Memphis and me being from Chattanooga, we just wanted to show people like we can coexist with each other, and it ain't no problem. Like we on the same page. At the end of the day, it's a Tennessee thing.
Yeah, see, I liked it, cause bro, I've had my experiences with cats out of Memphis.
Yeah,
my little brother used to live there, and I went and visited that cat one time in Memphis.
Never again.
And never again.
Never again. Yeah, he took me through Memphis about 2 or 3 months ago. We all through Memphis, all through North Memphis. Yeah, I mean not North Memphis. Nah, it is North Memphis, but he from Orange Mound. Orange Mound ain't North Memphis.
You better get it right.
I gotta get it right, man. They were like, no, bro.
No, bro. You repping the wrong side of the city. Ain't no thumbs in your nose.
Yeah. Orange Mound. Yeah, that's my brother there, man. We rock out, man. We talk almost every day. You know what I'm saying? There's just different ideas. He pitched me different ideas, different ways to do stuff.
Yeah, I would like to sit down and interview D because he a character in itself. Because I didn't know he danced. I caught her looking, searching your stuff, catching the DJ dancing. I'm like, what? And he juking. He actually Memphis juking.
Yeah.
He pulling it off.
Yeah.
And he bringing that aspect to Tennessee, to the Chattanooga side, to this side of the state.
Man, I love it, man.
Bruh, that's for the culture. That's one thing about me as a person is that's why I'm building this platform. It's for the culture of the music. It ain't about just rappers. We need DJs. We need dancers. You gotta have singers. You gotta have
the whole nine.
Event placeholders. You gotta have business owners that's ready to support the culture.
Mm-hmm.
And Chattanooga's getting there. It's growing. It's growing fast. And shout out to Sammy. Over at the Milk Drop. I plug in right quick because Sammy came and turned Chattanooga into hip hop cha own, and he put a lot of artists in the forefront.
Sammy came through. He flipped the whole scene. Like, big part of my success, I owe that to him because it's basically I had a name in the city, but I didn't really have no background, no clout behind me, and he provided me with that platform.
Yeah.
And then by mixing that both together, it just made me set me like at a higher bar just because of what he did to help me to get to where I need to be. So I'm forever thankful for Sammy.
Right, that's what's up.
Because he didn't just help me, but he helped everybody
culture,
around.
Bro. He helped the culture for the city. He actually helped start bringing some artists together that probably never knew each other existed.
Right. Because, man, before, I barely even know who half of these rappers is. Not to say, like, to say they're not less talented or anything, but I just didn't know who they was.
Right. That's just part of being a part of Chattanooga. You know what I'm saying? And in our city, you could be from the South and never really leave the South or never talk to or deal with nobody from outside of the South. You from the East Side, you don't really deal with nobody outside the South. West and North Side, the same. So when you get a complete outsider come in and open up a lane that everybody trying to get into, you start bumping into people that you never knew was in the city.
Yeah, you just need someone who don't have that ego, or
somebody
who don't have no ties to nothing, who can come in and do it. And that's what he did.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly it. And then he fell back, and he couldn't stay away from the culture, and he brought the milk drop.
Yeah, he had to bring the milk drop.
So
shout out to Sammy Sam.
Favorite artist of all time, who is it?
Hands down, Tip.
Tip. Okay, I'm rocking with that, but why?
Tip. Like, part of my if you probably listen deep to my music, it's kind of got a lot of similarities to Tip, just kind of like cadence and all that. Like his album, like I'm Serious, well, mostly trap music. Like that helped me like throughout my childhood, just dealing with different situations like I was dealing with. Like I understood that early, right. And he was just speaking that raw emotion, like just growing up in the hood, not having and Tip was just always clean cut, like he was always well dressed and all that, and just someone I always looked up to.
Rubber Band Man.
Yeah, Rubber Band Man.
Hey, we trying to talk to Grand Hustle, man. We trying to get KB Brown down there.
Yeah, man.
Come on, T.I. Catch this video.
Man, I'm just a darker version of Tip, man.
Hey, man, we can respect that. So, Dead or Alive, if you could do one verse or get one feature, would it be Tip?
You said if he was dead or alive?
Dead or alive. Any artist in the world, if you was going to do one song and you could get one feature, one verse from one artist, would it be Tip or who would it be?
I said it'll be Pop.
You would go out with the GOAT.
It'll be Pop. It'll be Pop.
See, that's crazy. It's a contrast. Because of all time, T.I. favorite artist. But if you could get anybody,
man, it'll be Pop. It'll be Pop.
Why?
Pop it's like, man, when Pop died, I was 5, but my stepfather, that was like one of his favorite artists. So I basically grew up listening to Pop.
Yeah.
And like just the way his energy, his influence, like that was just like no other. And I was just like, man, if I can, my style to rap and his style to rap before he got with Death Row, man, I was like, man, that would have been a perfect collab.
See, I was feeling that. Yeah. So with the hip hop direction of hip hop right now, you know, we got a new wave of artists. Like it's Double Time, it's the
right.
You know, a bunch of repeat. You know, we ain't gonna plug nobody out there because I mean, I rock with some of the new wave. But with the direction of hip hop right now,
I actually appreciate it. I mean, because man, these the same dudes that can be breaking in houses, robbing people, and if music did escape, then so be it. I mean, if I don't like their music, I mean, I don't have to listen to it.
Right.
But I can appreciate them because they doing positive things. They moving in a different direction instead of just out here running the streets and killing people and being killed. So I salute everybody. Like, I appreciate it, whether if it's good or bad, because I look at music is art.
Right. And see, in music, like we said earlier, music transcends it all.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care where you at, what you doing. You hear a nice beat, you gonna bob your head.
Yeah, you gonna bob. You gonna
subconsciously you gonna rock with it, and not even realize it. And if you hear it enough, you gonna learn the words. You
right.
You gonna just get with it. So, a lot of your music relates to the trap, or relates to the hood, but it's on a more conscious, a more community-based ideal. So, with that theme in mind, how do you classify your music? Like, if you had to put a label on it, what would you call it?
I call music soulful music.
Okay.
It's reality. It's kind of dead in the middle. it's like positive rap, but then at the same time it has a street edge. So it's kind of, I'm like dead in the middle. So I'm liable to get the school, I mean the students and all that, but also had a neighborhood on the other side. So by my music, it's kind of like dead in the middle. I can't really go either on one side, because even though it's positive, I mean, I still do use profanity, but that's just my way of expressing myself, and I just figure I'm not gonna water myself down to try to impress these people who don't even care about me. So my music is an expression of what I go through on a daily basis. And if it come out positive, it come out positive. But if it just come out real edgy, it just come out edgy. It's just, man.
See, I like when you said I call my music soul food music. I immediately thought of the movie, of course. But then I thought about Built Mama's Dinner and everybody sitting at the table.
Yeah.
And that's what it sounds like.
You gotta feed them, man.
You bring everybody to the table, no matter what their background is. You bring them to the table. I could rock with that. So, on the thought of that, this is just something that I like to throw out to my conscious artists that I talk to.
All right.
Because it was a big year for this.
All right.
Childish Gambino. This Is America. Song and visual.
All right.
Go. What did you think about? How you feel?
Man, it's dope. That was a direct reflection of like everything that's going on. It's like I'm really not a big fan of Childish Gambino, but
I appreciate the honesty.
I know. It's just, see, I'm more like on the trap, the T.I.'s, the Boosie, the more the street edge.
Yeah.
But that song was something I could appreciate because it's kind of the same style of music that I dodge into.
Right.
And like we need more songs like that, more people who willing to step up and use their platforms to tell what's really going on. Because this is America, and America not perfect. It's far from perfect.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Ooh, brother, man, we ain't gonna talk about Kanye and this manga hat, but man, you see that face, people? Like, I kind of, after listening to it and watching interviews, because you know I'm a student, so I go and research. I understood what he was trying to go with, but in the world that we live, you know, we had this conversation. Perception is everything.
Right.
The first thing we see is a black man with that red hat on. That's not no good perception. I don't care what come out.
It don't matter. It's just like you having a KKK hood on,
right? And trying to say we gonna spin this and make it fashion. You know,
nah, man,
that's not happening.
Nah.
So like, This Is America. It really resonated with me because I watched the video like 4 times in a row, and every time I seen something different.
Yeah.
And then I wanted to talk to people about it. Like, what you see? Like, what did you get out of it? So that's why I asked, like, especially for my conscious artists who using their platform to speak on social injustices and police brutality and stuff. How did that make you feel to see such a successful?
I love seeing it, man. Just more people voicing their opinion instead of just with that mumbo gumbo.
Right.
Like you just get on the track and actually say something and have a purpose behind it, and like actually speak on what we going through, because it really makes all the difference.
Absolutely, because that's how they go. The perception, what you talking about, how you live, how you walk, how you talk. So, where can people find your music? How can they find you? Follow you on social media? Because we discussed it. Because if they type in KB Brown, they might not find social media. It's gonna look a little confusing to us.
Yeah.
So tell the followers exactly how they can follow you on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, so we can keep up with you, find out what you got coming next.
Yeah, that'll be _ KAY. No, that's wrong. It'll be _ KELVINOWAY. It's _ Kelvin. Wait.
Yo.
KELVINOWAY.
Kelvino Way.
Kelvino Way. That's social. I mean, that's Twitter, Instagram, SoundCloud. I'm on all streaming platforms, Spotify, iTunes, Tidal, everything. Just type in my name.
Getting it in.
And that's KAYB Brown, not KB Brown, like as in K in the B. It's KAYB.
We gonna drive that home. Make sure you get that spelled right.
Make sure you get that spelled right. Cause if you type it in and you see a dude with glasses on here, R&B singer, you didn't follow directions.
Real spill, cause we don't get that too big, bro.
KAYB Brown.
BROWN.
Yeah.
KB Brown. Hey, bro, we appreciate you coming out to HighKlass TV. Hey, we're gonna catch up with you the next time. See where you at about 6 months or so.
Yeah, 6 months, man. I'll be back.
Like a ugly, so I gave a bitch a whole face. If they don't motivate you, they don't really love you. Get off your ass and get your own man. Cause ain't nobody gonna do it for you. Don't do it for you. Ain't nobody gonna do it for you. Don't do it for you. Ain't nobody gonna do it for you. Don't do it for you. Tell them go to hell and say true.
Yeah, man, I won with you.
Like a ugly, so I gave a bitch a whole face. Hey, you had the chance and you blew it. Never knew this many people care. Yeah, they treat you different when you get into it. And like too short to even be concerned about the wrong shit. They celebrating cause I come from nothing. 2010 I was homeless, and you can tell that I was meant for this. If I can do it once, I can do it twice. Took a couple L's in my lifetime. You can't progress if you don't sacrifice. And it's the Grammy niggas that you really need to lead long, boy. Cause for the right price, he'll probably murk his own home, boy. Yeah. Trying to make it something that it really wasn't.